What if one crypto project could become the bridge between AI agents and real-world data? Today we're taking a look at Hive Intelligence, a project aiming to give AI models instant access to on-chain and off-chain blockchain data through a single API. But a great idea alone doesn't make a great investment. In this video, we're going to break down Hive Intelligence from an investor's perspective. We'll review tokenomics, we'll review the price charts, look at the holder distribution, holder count, liquidity, trading volume, and community engagement to answer one question. Does Hive Intelligence have what it takes to be a long-term winner, or is it one you should avoid? Let's dive in and find out if Hive Intelligence deserves a spot in your portfolio. Let's go to the charts. What's up, guys? Now that we're here back on the screen, we're going to continue reviewing Hive Intelligence. And this token is a very nice token that has a very low market cap, super dangerous token, but has huge potential. And we will see what the good indicators are. Let's go to my Discord. Let's see when it was recommended. Let's see what it has in store, and let's go to the charts as well. So here on my screen, we can see that Hive Intelligence, I have it up already, in my crypto recommendation channel has a score of 45. Score of 45s are usually not the best scores that Crypto Genius gives because Crypto Genius is conservative. If it gives a score of 45, usually you want to be a little more watchful and careful. But you can still look at the indicators. Maybe that score was given because the market cap was a little lower, below the millions, and so that's when it gets a little more riskier because it can go down very quickly or it can go up the same way. And that's where the risk is, and that's what Crypto Genius considers and says, okay, I'm gonna give this a 45. It has a $542,000 market cap, and that is why it probably was given a 45-point score. And because the market cap is $500,000, it's more risky. It's more on the spectrum of, okay, do I really want to do this or do I not? Price is 0.001178. It's in the AI sector. It again has a score of 45, a little reasoning of why it was selected, and then it has the contract address here, which we are going to copy. Now we're going to go into the deck screen and we're going to see what it has in store, how the graph is performing, how the charts are performing, how the holders are, how the distribution is, and how much money was put into it so far. Let's go into Deck Screener. So I already have it open. If you don't know how to look for the coin, you copied with me the coin address, and now you're going to copy it, paste it here. And the first one that shows up, that is the one that I am on. We can go scroll up here, but we can see that there is, within the hour, there's activity, there's sales, because it has gone up lately. There's a bunch of people that sold it at 20% growth or 30, depending on how much you put in. It is also a greater return on investment. This one looks not too bad, actually. It was up here, and then on January, then it went back up, and then it shot up again, and then it calmed down again, and now it's going slowly back up. I believe I bought it around here in this lower area, and now I kind of I'm taking advantage of this 20% growth that it had, 20 or 30. I don't quite remember at this moment, but this is not a bad chart. Now, if we go further back, obviously it was at 0.004. Now it is at 1. So can it go back to 4x or 9x or 10x? I do think it can, just with the proper market conditions, which we are all waiting for. We're all waiting for those market conditions and for all those indicators to go up, and we're all getting ready for it, and we're all preparing for those moments. And that's why now is the time to invest in projects that have a smaller market cap, because those ones can give you a greater return on your investment. So the chart looks great. The activity looks great. We are going to go into the holder count. The holder count is 50% for the top contract, for the top holder. And that is sketchy as well. And that's also why it probably gave a 45-point score. It's 50%. If it's 50%, it's more towards the red flag, yellow flag. But it has a good holder count, which is 46,886. That is not a bad holder count for a token that has that low of a market cap and it has a cheap price. And now the best indicator is the liquidity provider. But we can just staying in here, we see that the distribution is not too bad after the 50% top holder. Now, if this top contract drops all its token, then we will definitely feel it. So my tip and my guidance is not to invest $1,000, $2,000 in these coins. Yes, you can get very lucky and you can make a lot of money if you do that, but it's a riskier coin based on what Crypto Genius showed us, and therefore I would rather go on the hundreds routes. 100, 100, 200, 300. Maybe that is a sufficiently enough amount for you to make maybe 3 grand, or maybe even 5 or 6 grand. And then from that, you can take that out and you can invest it somewhere else and keep making it happen and making it grow in that shape and form. So distribution is very well laid out. It looks great. Besides the 50% again, then we go here to the liquidity provider. We have 4. And yes, we can say that 99.5% holds the most. It's like no brainer. But the good indicator here is that there is actually additional holders and additional people that are interested in providing more liquidity into the pool. The liquidity pool is basically how much money is there to take out of the bag? How much money am I able to pull out of this project if I want to take all my profits? And so the better distribution there is, that means the more interest there is in this project. And 4 is a good start for a $500,000 market cap token. That is great. That is not bad. And that's why I took the risk on investing in this token, because the liquidity providers, the 4, and that just gives me a little better confidence in, hey, this is a legit project. And then the 46,000 holder count, that one is another add-on to all this goodness that I see here. So let's go to the right of this chart and let's see what else we can see. It's on the base network. It has a $93,000 liquidity pool. It has a market cap of 671. When I bought it, it was at $500,000 market cap, and it grew from there 20%, I think, or a little less or a little more, around there. There's continuous activity, as we mentioned. There is 257 people that think this will skyrocket. This was another green flag. So I'm not the only one that think this is a good project. There's other people, other folks out there that think this can blow up and that this project has some potential. This is great. So we're going to go now to the website to see how the website looks, how it feels, what it does, and how we can have a good user experience. Hey, what's up guys? This is just a quick reminder that this is not financial advice. Please do your own research. I am just showing you what I do with these coins. Do everything at your own leisure. Don't depend on what I am doing. I'm not your financial advisor. So let's go into the website. Let's check out what it has in store, and let's check out if we really like it. Just going to the website here, it looks already very techy, giving us some code, some stuff that we may don't even know. If you're not a coder, it's giving us the platforms that it works with. It gives us some documentation, some very detailed documentation, I would say. It lets you do work with the API tokens. And this actually, for me, as a machine learning and analytics engineer, I usually like to see this because I understand it. It tells me that I can integrate this into my everyday life. I can integrate this and build my own bots, my own things with this API key. And this is a very green flag for me, specifically as in my work position that I have currently right now. You can install Claude in desktop, you can work with that, and you can just make it work with all these additional AI tools that it has. So immediate action, that is great. I love that. Let's see what happens there. If it says open dashboard, you have to sign in and create an account with your email, which I'm not going to do right now, but this is great. I'm really liking this piece. You can connect your GitHub account. You can actually go to GitHub with this, and maybe I'm not sure what you can do right here. Oh, you can see the repository of Hive Intelligence. You can see all their commits, all their more techie stuff that I'm not going to talk much about right now. But you can see the repository, all the changes, all the updates, all the new features that come out, all the merges, all the pull requests. You should be able to see all of this in this GitHub repository. This is awesome. I'm really digging this. Then we go down, concepts, workflows, tools. I really encourage you to check it out. It looks more to me like a catalog. It looks more like Hive Intelligence is trying to just give you all the info. It's not bull crapping you too much. Excuse me my language. It's just going directly to the point. It's saying, look, just read up, just use it today. And we don't want to focus too much on the beauty of the user interface and all of these things. It just takes you straight to a documentation setting that you can see right here, and it lets you check out all the tools. Let's see what we has when we click open setup. This is somewhere we were already. The website looks awesome. It looks very much to my style, and for me to understand perfectly how it works, just go through, get the API key, ingest it into your bot, into whatever you need it to do, and then you have your AI agent do the work for you. And that is great. That is a very green flag. Adding to all the holder counts that are growing, the liquidity providers, I can see now why there's more people interested in this, because the liquidity provider pool says a lot. When that grows, it says, okay, there's interest in this project. And now I can see, because this project literally tells you, get today the API. Don't wait more. And this is awesome. All right, guys, now that we have checked the website that I love, I think it's great. I think it has great potential. Now we can go into the Twitter. The Twitter for early adoption, high potential coins is the best place you can find new updates, the best place you can find community engagement. You can find the developers communicating to the investors and having them share new perspectives, new opportunities, and maybe new advancements that the project is going to do. So let's head into the X, let's see what it has in store, and let's see how active the community is. Let's go. Here I have it already open as well. This actually looks really cool. I like the banner. It has 0 following. It has 64,000 followers. That is great. It has a pin message as always, which was October 27, 2025. That is long past due. My recommendation to them, to the team, is to update their pin message to see if they can get something more up to date, something that is more on top of the line, something that is enhanced, and something that is maybe, I don't know, more updated. Here we have Hive Intelligence. I think it is the same bot that is posting things. We have some reposts of 2 people. Gives me the vibe that these 2 people are maybe the same, because it's 2 people all across the board. Some love signs, which are again around the same range of number. There's 1 comment, and we're going to see up. Okay, that is good. Somebody's motivated to see this fly up. Hive Intelligence, and there's not much comments on these posts, so I would check out if there, with time, more activity is happening in here. So now we can see that the actual bot is posting all of these things, all of the posts and all of the community updates, and maybe that's why there's not much engagement to it. But definitely if you click on this one, for example, the same bot, I think, replied on this. Or maybe it's the team member. Maybe it's not the bot. Maybe it's the team members that are writing these posts and answering. We just don't know. So a good thing, a good recommendation for the team would be show their faces, where the investors can be notified and can be shown that, okay, this actual project is a good project, because they're not afraid to show their faces. That is my stance on this, since we have very little engagement on this one. We went already here. Just going back, we can scroll further down. June 22nd. So this posts every day. Repost, yeah, I always repost 2 times, which are the same 2 people in my opinion. Finally, an AI that remembers something. Mine forgets my name halfway through the conversation. This is perfect. Now this is a little engagement. It is not fully obsolete. We can still believe that something's happening here, and there's some belief that this can grow. But again, as we said at the beginning, it is a little riskier of a token. So all of these things CryptoGenius has considered in its score that it gave you. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for going with me through the analysis, through Hive Intelligence. Let me know what you think about Hive Intelligence. Let me know if you think it's cool. Give me a thumbs up if you like this content, if you like this video. Subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my Discord, and don't forget that CryptoGenius is a bot that gives you the recommendations of tokens that you can potentially invest in and potentially make money with. The niche of Crypto Genius is high potential early adoption tokens. I recommend you to check it out, subscribe if your heart desires, and check out how to use Crypto Genius on a daily basis and how to make it part of your news feed every day. Thank you so much, Fernando, representing Crypto Genius. Let's go.